Ladies and gentlemen, racers, fans, and friends around the world, tonight we do things a little different, because tonight isn't about Knuckleheadz racing. It's not about the cars or the checkered flag. It's not even about the drivers strapped in, ready to battle. Tonight, it's about one man, a legend with a microphone, the voice that brought dirt track racing to life. Bob or Nathan, as some call him, our mate from the land down under. For years, Bob has been the heartbeat of these races, calling every lap, every slide job, every heart-stopping moment. And when he's not on the mic, well, we imagine him chasing snakes through the outback, boxing kangaroos, or just sitting under a gum tree with a cup of tea and some fairy bread with sprinkles. He's got the accent that keeps us guessing, the words that make us laugh, and the passion that makes him family, Bob. Tonight, this is your night. This one's for you.
He's the man with the mic from the land of the sun, where the kangaroos jump and the wild runs. From the bush to the booth, he brought the heat, calling dirt track battles from seat to seat. Here's to Bob, yeah, the voice we all know, calling every slide, every high side show, from Australia's dust to our hometown clay. Bob, tonight this is your day. Fairy bread dreams and a slang so sweet, he'll make you laugh right out of your seat. Maybe boxing kangaroos or chasing snakes, but when he's on the mic, man, the earth shakes. Here's to Bob, yeah, the voice we all know, calling every slide, every high side show, from Australia's dust to our hometown clay. Bob, tonight this is your day. Every lap, every cheer, every turn in the night, you gave dirt track racing its soul, its light. Not just a friend, your family too. Bob, this song is just for you. Here's to Bob, yeah, the legend we know, calling every slide, every wild show, from the land down under to the Knucklehead crew. Bob, tonight we race for you. From all of us here at Knuckleheadz Racing, thank you for every lap, every word, and every year you've given us. This one's for you, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, racers, fans, and friends around the world, tonight we do things a little different, because tonight isn't about Knuckleheadz racing. It's not about the cars or the checkered flag. It's not even about the drivers strapped in, ready to battle. Tonight, it's about one man, a legend with a microphone, the voice that brought dirt track racing to life. Bob or Nathan, as some call him, our mate from the land down under. For years, Bob has been the heartbeat of these races, calling every lap, every slide job, every heart-stopping moment. And when he's not on the mic, well, we imagine him chasing snakes through the outback, boxing kangaroos, or just sitting under a gum tree with a cup of tea and some fairy bread with sprinkles. He's got the accent that keeps us guessing, the words that make us laugh, and the passion that makes him family, Bob. Tonight, this is your night. This one's for you.
He's the man with the mic from the land of the sun, where the kangaroos jump and the wild runs. From the bush to the booth, he brought the heat, calling dirt track battles from seat to seat. make you laugh right out of your seat. Maybe boxing kangaroos or chasing snakes, but when he's on the mic, man, the earth shakes. Here's to Bob, yeah, the voice we all know, calling every slide, every high side show, from Australia's dust to our hometown clay. Bob, tonight this is your day. Every lap, every cheer, every turn in the night, you gave dirt track racing its soul, its light. Not just a friend, your family too. Bob, this song is just for you. Here's to Bob, yeah, the legend we know, calling every slide, every wild show, from the land down under to the Knucklehead crew. Bob, tonight we race for you. Bob, from all of us here at Knuckleheadz Racing, thank you for every lap, every word, and every year you've given us. This one's for you, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, racers, fans, and friends around the world, tonight we do things a little different, because tonight isn't about Knuckleheadz Racing.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, race fans from all around.
Got the Us intro tonight. We'll try and get that playing sometime soon, but need to flick on over to the races. BobbethTV is live. You know what that means. Another episode of Murder Mule TV coming your way. KC McLean in the chat. Pulling for Wayne tonight. Here's due a win. Second place last night in the UMP's, Wayne Bridges. So he is due. Let's see. He's due a win. He's due a win. That's very right, Kent. All right, we're here for the Wayneswood Arts Racing Series Asphalt Street Stocks at Lincoln Speedway. We're in Abbottstown, USA. The guy's currently in the practice session. So let's get down to the leaderboard track scene and see how everyone is going. Josh Roberts, quick time 16.396, 16.469 for Mike Davis. Travis McDonald, 16.473 with hiccups for Bob. 16.490, Chris Standridge. The top five, 16.503, Matthew Land. Dawson Potter's there with a 16.508 and a 16.522 for Brett Vanderwood. Teammate Brian Angel, 16.570 for Wayne Bridges, 16.591. Tom Land, 16.616. Jason Coffey, 16.638. We've got no race sound, Bob. Let's get the race sound happening. There we go. Jason Coffey with a 16.638 and Mikey Mixed a 16.723. 12 drivers have registered for today's race. Just get some last few things set up before we go live with the qualifying and our heat racing. Two races here tonight, of course, with the Wayneswood Asphalt Racing Series, Wayneswood Arts Racing Series, Bob, as well as the Shuler Racing Series up afterwards. That will be non-wing 410 sprints. So that one is going to be madness. How are we all? Did we have a good weekend? Monday in the States, Tuesday morning Australian. Hope you've all had a great start to the week. The track map here at this one. All right, while we wrap up practice and move on over to qualifying, I'll be back in just 2 moments. All right, switched on over to qualifying. Looks like we've got Mikey Mixter, Brian Angel, Chris Dandridge, Tom Land, Mike Davis out there. That's 7 of Brian Angel on our screens right now. Josh Roberts with the like. Thank you, sir. Good luck out there. Mikey Mixter currently quick time 16.427. Oh, Travis McDonald, oh so close, 16.429. We've got some more close times. Jason Coffey, 16.455 and 16.459 for Wayne Bridges. 16.504 and 16.557 for Tom Land and Brian Angel. Oh, 16.509. Mike Davis slides in between Tom Land and Brian Angel into 6th spot, pushing Brian to 7th. Matthew Land with a 16.597. Brett Vanderwood pushes him down to 9th with a 16.564. 16.690 for Chris Dandridge and Josh Roberts, 16.702. Cars have qualified. Brian Angel, thank you for the like and the share, brother. Good luck out there tonight. Dawson Potter was the last car, 17.221. Gonna try and get a better time here. The 7 heading back out to try and beat his 16.557. Oh, no, qualifying has ended. Not sure if any of the boys had a few laps left, but qualifying has been pushed through. All right, first heat. Going to be 2 heats here today. 6 cars per heat. Inside line will be decided for the first heat. Outside line for the second heat. Chris Standridge and Matthew Land will start on the front row. Tom Land and Jason Coffey, second row. Third row is going to be Mikey Mixter and Travis McDonald. Dawson, thanks for the like. Good luck for you too out there, brother. We're still just waiting on Travis McDonald to hit the track. There we go. All right, who won last week and who was our points leader? So who's going to be EOL this week. Chad Puttable is not here this evening. Uncharacteristically away. Did not have a good run yesterday. I feel like he might be just having a bit of a break, but Ken McLean as well. I don't think either of those guys are here today. Everyone should line up as they qualify. Standridge won the Reese Monument Dirt Street Stocks yesterday. Can he take out the Wayne's World iRacing Series race today? Get the back-to-back street stock rounds. He's in a good starting position to build that run. Just slick bombing on the track already. Oh, a bit of contact there up the back with Matthew's Land, but he keeps it going. It might be Tom Land, actually. It's hard to tell. The 9-1 and the 091. I believe it was the 091 Matthew Land. He's in currently third, which sort of fits with where he's driving. Yeah. There we go. Chris Evans, Tom Land, Matthew Land, 1, 2, and 3. Travis McDonald, Mikey Mixture, Jason Coffey, the 4th, 5th, and 6th cars. 6 laps here today. We've got a bit of a safety barrier camera there. That's good. We know the car's not going to crash into it. Oh, it's still in static, Bob. That's why. It's a lot of red up the front. Chris Dandridge, Tom Land's going to come down low. Matthew Land's going to come down low with Dad as well. Tom and Matthew Land, father and son racing team. Oh, Tom moves himself into the lead. That you do not see often in a heat race, especially heat 1. But Tom Land has raced his way into the lead. Oh, Chris Dandridge's got a bit loose, trying to come down low. Matthew Land's going to move up into second. Mikey Mixter. Whoa, there's been a huge crash. Mikey Mixter, Jason Coffey. Doesn't look like we're going to go to yellow. Looks like we're going to keep it green. Tom Land gets the checkered flag. Let's just go back real quick and just see what happened there with Mikey Mixter though. So Chris got a bit loose. He come into the side of Mikey Mixter. Mikey looks like, oh, I don't know if he got tapped or if he just tried to get out of the way, but just sent it into the wall. I hope he's okay. That was a big crash. Let's look at the results for Heat 2. All right, Mikey Mixter in at 6th. RCI's at Jason Coffey 5th. Travis McDonald 4th. Yoda Outlaws, Chris Dandridge in 3rd. Motor Ranch International, Matthew and Tom Land in 2nd and 1st place. Tom Land securing the pole position start in the feature tonight. Who's going to line up alongside him? Will it be Dawson Potter or Josh Roberts on this front row? Brian Angel or Wayne Bridges on that 2nd row? Or Brett Vanderwood and Mike Davis on that 3rd and final row? This is BobbethTV. Got back late this morning actually, from her trip, and the animal's finally leaving me alone. Oh my gosh, so nice. All right, Josh Roberts, Dawson Potter, Wayne Bridges, Brian Angel, Brett Vanderwood, Mike Davis. We are off and racing. Josh Roberts up on that highline. Oh, Wayne Bridges up in the wall a bit there. KC may have jinxed him a little bit. Oh, that's some coffee left. That's cold. Not cold, so it's sort of more like a warm iced coffee. Josh Roberts, Brian Angel, Brett Vanderwood, Mike Davis, Wayne Bridges, Yoda Outlaws in this biggest race car sandwich right in the middle of the pack, third and fourth here. Looks like Brent was following Brian a little bit, but got a little bit loose. The Outlaws boys will be starting around the mid-pack field in this feature race. Brett Vanderwood, Brian Angel, Chris Standridge. Josh Roberts though still that race, so it looks like he's going to join Tom Land on that front row. Bridges falling all the way back to 6th place behind him. Mad Dog Mike Davis. White flag lap. Fanatec 42 machine coming through 3 and 4 for that final time. He's got to get the checkered flag and the front row starting position in tonight's first feature race. Probably the easier of the 2 feature races as well. 410 is going to be a bit of a handful here tonight. All right, Wayne Bridges for the Wayne's World Arse Racing Series. In 6th, Mooting Murphys, Mike Davis 5th, Yoda Outlaws, Brett Vanderwood and Brian Angel 4th, and 3rd, KHR's very own Dawson Potter in 2nd, and J&J Motorsports, Josh Roberts takes out Heat 2's win. We'll start on the front row along. Oh, we got a Consi first, Bob. We got twin main events, 25 lappers. All right, Wayne Bridges, Mikey Mixter going to start on the front row of this first 25 lapper. I really should have checked that before we started, so I don't look silly. Mike Davis and Jason Coffey on that 2nd row. Brett Vanderwood and Travis McDonald 3rd row. Brian Angel and Chris Standridge on that 4th row. Dawson Potter and Matthew Ladd 5th row. Josh Roberts and Tom Land have the EOL to start rear of field. Invert starting order for the racing here in the first of 2 feature races. The B main up first, and we've got the A main 25 lap event. 50 laps, sorry, all up. Oh my God, well, we haven't had Red Bull already. Actually, I don't know. Smash some headed out. A bit stiff and sort of. Hydrate. Those you just tuning in, this is the Constellation, the B main, 25 laps, twin 25 lap main event here tonight for the Wayne's World Arse Racing Series. All thanks to Knuckleheadz iRacing League. We're in the middle of the racing week. We had the Reese Monument Dirt Street Stocks yesterday. At the wrong end. Oh, big crash between the 99 and the 92. Saw that live. Yeah, twin 25 lappers. We had the Reese Monument Dirt Street Stocks yesterday. I remember what I was trying to say. KP Plumbing UMP Modifieds, Chris Standridge and KC McLean picked up the victories in those 2 races. Tonight, of course, this one here, the Wayne's World Arse Racing Series Asphalt Street Stocks on dirt. And then, of course, straight up afterwards, the Shuler Racing Series non-wing 410 sprint cars. First caution in. We're going to get this one going again. Milky Mr. Brett Vanderwood front row. Travis McDonald, Brian Angel second. Josh Ross, Matthew Land third row. Fourth row, Chris Sandridge, Mike Davis. Fifth row will be Tom Land and Wayne Bridges. Jason Coffey on that sixth row. Dawson Potter, unfortunately, still in the pits as we get this one back under green flag conditions. Brett Vanderwood, Mikey Mix are going to battle up the front with Brett Vanderwood's teammate Brian Angel and Travis McDonald right behind them. Running up that top five at field, Josh Roberts. Not a bad run for Josh. Caution, 6 laps in, and already gone from rear of field to the top 5 spot. All look like the 7 and the 88 come into contact there almost again as the 091 joins that fray, and Josh Roberts moves up to third. Matthew Land, Brian Angel, Mike Davis, Chris Standridge there, as well as Tom Land, Wayne Bridges. Back behind him up in front, those Josh Roberts, Travis McDonald, Mikey Mr. Brett Vanderwood. Oh, there goes 9-1 Tom Land, and I think Jason Coffey as well. Second caution out. Let's have a look. There's Tom Land there. It's coming up the track a little bit. Nope, that's not the issue. Oh, the 107 came down straight into the 91 and just destroyed both their front ends. Line back up. We'll get this one back underway. We're still in the Consi, the B main for the Wayneswood iRacing Series pace car's going to leave the track. Brett Vanderwood, Mikey Mixed front row. Travis McDonald, Josh Roberts second, third. Brian Angel, Matthew Land fourth. Wayne Bridges, Mike Davis, Tom Land and Chris Sandridge on that fifth row. Sixth row is going to be Jason Coffey and Dawson Potter. Jason's back on the lead lap. Dawson's still 2 laps down, but if there's another caution, you'll likely see a wave around. We go and a race. Mikey Mixture, Brett Vanderwood. We're going to resume that front row battle. Mikey Mixture up high, Brett Vanderwood down low. Brett with a bit of a run there though. Relative wise has the race lead. I believe it's not an invert racing order for the feature race. It'll be how they qualify, how they finish in this race. So Brett Vanderwood looking to continue this run with about 11-12 laps to go in the race lead. Mikey Mixter behind him in second, Brian Angel third, Matthew Land and Travis McDonald fourth and fifth, Tom Land, Wayne Bridges, Mike Davis, Chris Sandridge, Josh Roberts 6 and 10, Jason Coffey and Dawson Potter are 11 and 12th currently. Great picture of Brett Vanderwood there on the bottom left of our screen with the number 8 of Yoda Outlaws hat. That's pretty cool. Alright, what happened here? What happened here? Josh Roberts and Jason Coffey, it looks like. There's the 42, there's the 107. Oof, I thought that was going to be it there. A little bit of Jason Coffey nose to Josh Roberts' rear, but there it is there. So same thing, just different spot. They managed to avoid it the first time, could not avoid it the second time. be our third caution for the Constellation. It's going to be lap 18 when we get it going. Against 8 laps remain. Lap 19, sorry, 25, 6, 7 to go. 6 after this one. I'll learn how to count a bit better next time. But, Mikey Mixter, Brett Vanderwood are going to continue that battle. Oh no! Brett Vanderwood, Mikey Mixter going to continue that battle is what I was going to say, but unfortunately Brian Angel, teammate for Brett Vanderwood, spinning out, bringing out our latest caution. Not sure if, I think Brett might have been able to score himself in at first before the caution. So it might not have been too bad. All right, Patrick's going to leave the track. Single file restart with 3 to go. It's going to be Brett Vanderwood, Mikey Mixter, Travis McDonald, Mike Davis, Wayne Bridges, the 5. Chris Sandridge, Matthew Land, Josh Roberts, Tom Land, Brian Angel, the 6 to 10, 11 and 12, Dawson Potter, and Jason Coffey. Up from the leader, just because it's last couple of laps to go. See if Mike Mixter and Travis McDonald can race their way into it. Brent Vanderwood are looking quite fast here. My flag lap, this is it for the Constellation. The B main is just about done. 25 more laps for these boys to go. As Brett Vanderwood scores the win for Yoda Outlaws in the B main here tonight. Let's get straight to the results as they pile up in the corner there. RCI's Jason Coffey in 12th, KHR's very own Dawson Potter finished in 11th. Yoda Outlaws, Brian Angel 10th. Motorwear Internationals, Tom Land and Matthew Land 9th and 8th. J&J Motorsports, Josh Roberts in 7th. Chris Sandridge for Yoda Outlaws in 6th. Our top 5 though, Wayne's World Arse Racing Series owner Wayne Bridges in 5th. Modig Mafia's Mike Davis in 4th. Travis McDonald 3rd. Mikey Mixter 2nd, but Brett Vanderwood, Yoda Outlaws teammate, is our Constellation winner. Let's get to the it is all inverted yet again, so let's get to our grid. Basically, we'll go backwards, but the same names. So Jason Coffey and Dawson Potter front row, Brian Angel, Tom Land second row, Matthew Land and Josh Roberts third row, fourth row with Chris Sandridge and Wayne Bridges, Mike Davis and Travis McDonald fifth row, sixth row, Mikey Mixter and Brett Vanderwood. This is it. This is our 25 lap main event. not going to really talk about it too much, but we mentioned a win a week. You see, there's been 2 wins over 2 weeks. This will be their 3rd week if they can, and got themselves in a great position to attempt it. So that's all I'm going to say for now. Jason Coffey, Dawson Potter front row though. Brian Angel, Tom Land 2nd. Josh Roberts, Matthew Land the 3rd. Wayne Bridges, Chris Henry 4th. Travis McDonald, Mike Davis 5th. Brett Vanderwood, Mikey mixed out 6th row. As we come through 1 and 2, pace car is going to leave the track. Boys go down the backstretch into 3 and 4. We're going to get our 25 lap A main underway. The feature race is here. Knuckleheadz iRacing leads Wayne's World Arse Racing Series. Asphalt Street Stocks on dirt. Off we go. Oh, big crash. Jason Coffey and Tom Land straight up into the wall. We cut over to that at perfect timing. There is our first. Oh, 7 of Brian Angel just rolling backwards into pit lane there, it seems. That was a very exciting start. Just getting set back up. Tom Land, Jason Coffey still in the pits, as was Brian Angel. Leave the track. Dot spot Josh Rodriguez and Wayne Bridges. Travis McDonald, Mike Davis, Mikey Mr. Brett Vanderwood, Matthew Land, Brian Angel, just 10 cars on the track. Tom Land, Jason Coffey still in the pits. This one back underway. It's the 44 and the 42 up the front. Josh Roberts versus Dawson Potter. Roberts is going to take that race lead. Dawson Potter falls back to 2nd. Chris Standridge is currently in 3rd. Look at almost 3 wide though for 4th, 5th and 6th. Travis McDonald, Wayne Bridges. I think Mikey Mixture, Mike Davis. Oh, there's been a crash. Big one too. Just trying to find the right crash though. Mike Davis, Travis McDonald, 3rd Mike Mixter. Oh, it's Brian Angel that gets into Mike Davis, sends him a flying. Does pop him over into the pits though, which is kind of convenient, thank you. Get it all lined back up with Josh Roberts, Dawson Potter, front row, Travis McDonald, Chris Jenner, 2nd row, Mikey Wickstrom, Wayne Bridges, 3rd row, Brian Angel, Matthew Land, 4th row, Jason Coffey, Mike Davis, 5th row, Tom Land and Brett Vanderwood on that 6th and final row. Oh, Josh Roberts and Dawson Potter, I think, that time. Oh, it might have been after the flag. Not sure. We'll have to wait and see where they set. Jason Coffey back in the pits. Matthew Landor spotted, Jason Coffey, Josh Roberts, all visiting the pits at lap 6 of 25. Still a lot of the feature race to go, but our new race leader, I believe, will be Travis McDonald. Get this lineup. Looks like a single file restart. Travis McDonald, Mikey Mixter, Wayne Bridges, Brian Angel, Chris Standridge, Mike Davis, Tom Lamb, Brett Vanderwood, Matthew Landor, Potter, Josh Roberts, and Jason Coffey still in the pits. There we go. Lap 7 of 25. Racing looks very fast on that track, with the guys sort of really trying to make sure they've got room to do what they want to do and to stay out of everyone else's way. Caution back out. Standridge jumping to the pits on that one, so it sounds like he might have been a part of it. Jason Coffey also crashing. That one must have been this one. Chris Standridge in the 22 machine there, just tapped the wall and just shot him straight down. Looks like Josh Roberts unable to avoid the wall there, but avoided Chris. Looks like another single file restart, so we can get this one back underway. Travis McDonald front row, Mikey Mixter, Wayne Bridges, Brian Angel, Mike Davis to 5, Dawson Potter, Matthew Land, Josh Roberts, Jason Coffey, Tom Land, Brent Vanderwood the 6 to 11, sorry. Chris Standridge in 12th, but oh no, it looks like he's heading towards the pit exit, so he may rejoin this race, making it back into a 12-car field. No, he's still sitting there in the pits. You can see him off to the right there. Mike Mixter, Brian Angel, Wayne Bridges, Dawson Potter, that's the 5. Josh Roberts, Mike Davis, Matthew Land, Jason Coffey, Tom Land, Brett Vanderwood, Chris Standridge, the 6 to 12. lap 11. Josh Roberts unfortunately contacted and sent down into the infield wall. There is our latest caution. Boys having trouble keeping this one at green. We've had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's our 5th yellow flag for the race, or for the feature. It's pretty much the halfway mark of our feature race. Sticking with the single file restarts. Looks like Tom Land not into the pits since the last time he suffered some damage. No front end on that car. Grab a quick drink while we get this one restarted. Truck has left the track. We're going to come down the backstretch into 3 and 4. We're going to get this one underway. Lap 12 of 25, our feature race for the Knuckleheadz iRacing League. This is the Wayneswood Arse Racing Series Asphalt Street Stocks on dirt. We've got the Shuler Racing Series up next. There's going to be 410 wingless sprint cars. Still plenty of racing yet to come. Wayne Bridges, a little bit of a blink there. Hope that's nothing too crazy. He's worked himself back up into the top 5. KC called it out at the start of the night. He's due a win. 2nd place last night as well. So keeping that consistent finishing run alive. Also spotted back there in 5th behind him. Sip Chat Play resubs, thank you so much with the Prime sub. Yeah, Bob, keep it going. Appreciate you, man. I think mine's just about up my Prime sub as well, so I'm going to look at it. Oh, I'm just going to take this call real quick. One moment. right, caution out, lap 17 of 25. Let's see if we can find on the telemetry what happened. No, green flag, yellow flag, nothing in between. Interesting. Well, if anyone was watching that and saw it, thank you. Let me know what I missed. But no, sorry, I had to take that. I really had to grab that phone call. It's the anniversary, 1 year anniversary of my partner's, Mrs. BobbethTV's father's passing. Rest in peace, Oscar. So yeah, just got some stuff for today. $17 to $25, it's going to be $18 to $25 when we get this one going. 7 left, Trust Me Dotted, Mikey Mixter, Brian Angel, Wayne Bridges, Dawson Potter. That is the 5. Mike Davis, Brett Vanderwood, Josh Roberts, Tom Lane, Chris Standridge, Jason Coffey and Matthew Land at the 6 to 12. See all that clay flicking up on the windshield there as we ride along inside Mike Davis's race car. Thank you, Mad Dog, for the ride along. Almost 5 to go in this battle. Top 5 still Travis McDonald, Mikey Mixter, Brian Angel, Dawson Potter and Wayne Bridges. Travis McDonald seems to have this one in control. That was just 5 points, equal 5 points off the lead with Chris Standridge from Chad Putterball, 75 to 80 points there. Oh, Josh getting a bit loose, tried to recover. Looks like he got up into Mad Dog and then down into the 8 of Brian Angel. That's going to bring out a green-white checkered finish. Reset, we'll get a green flag run, a white flag run, and then our race will conclude. Single file restart though, so Mikey not having the start he'll need on this restart to really challenge Travis and rely on Travis making a mistake, which isn't very common. Pretty much I can finish here. Travis McDonald, Mikey Mixter, Brian Angel, Dawson Potter, Mike Davis, Josh Roberts, Tom Land, Wayne Bridges, Jason Coffey, Brett Vanderwood and Matthew Land is our starting order. 11 cars on the track. Chris Sandridge unfortunately in 12th in the pits. we have it. The Landswood Arts Racing Series concludes with that finish. Travis McDonald taking out the victory here tonight. Let's go over the finishing order. Cristiano Yoda Outlaws in 12th, Matthew Lamb Motorwear International 11th, Brett Vanderwood Yoda Outlaws in 10th, RCI's Jason Coffey in 9th, Wayne's World Racing Series Wayne Bridges in 8th, Motorwear International's Tom Land in 7th, J&J Motorsports Josh Roberts 6th, Modig Mafia's Mike Mad Dog Davis in 5th, KHR's Dawson Potter in 4th, Yoda Outlaws Brian Angel 3rd, Mikey Mixter 2nd, but Travis McDonald will take over as points leader in this competition with that win. We don't have long before the other one flicks on over, so we better get into the Discord and have a quick chat with Travis. All right, we'll start with. Money, 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 money. Big wrestling fans. I do love Shane McMahon. That is a great. Brett Vanderwood, winner of the B main here tonight. Now, I guess the first question I want to ask straight away is track conditioned. We saw it last night in the street stocks, not so much in the UMPs where the track's really slicked up. Was this track was it just a bit of a darker track in spots? It looked like it slicked up super, super early, like even in the heats, similar to the dirt street stocks last night. And there looks like a hell of a lot of slick, obviously, for that feature race. Was that the case? Did the slick just come in super early?
The funny thing about these cars on these tracks is you want the track to be dark. You want it to look slick, and it actually gets really good traction on those corners.
Oh wow! So sort of not the opposite, but it's more beneficial to get slick as quickly as possible with these ones. It sort of helps, and that looks to be the way. That was quite. I feel like for some of the guys out there, and more just racing conditions tonight, not necessarily an overall thing, but the car seemed a little too quick in places. There was a little bit of drop in momentum when cars would get a bit, angled in the turns and things, and you'd have to try and pull them up. But a bit of contact here and there. But we see a lot of guys sort of changing lanes on the straightaways, almost to wash off a bit of that speed before they get to the turns. Things like that. Were you finding speed was sort of a bit too much abundance tonight?
I think what it was is really tricky getting into the corners. If you angled it in too sharp, the car would want to roll over, literally roll over. So you kind of had to handle that corner entry speed, let off a little bit, and then you can hammer back on it through the corner.
Yeah.
The first heat, or the first feature there, the B main, I was down low when I started, and I was actually letting the car roll through the corner halfway before I accelerated off. And I noticed that it allowed me to get ahead of Mikey and take the lead there. So I kind of wanted to stick with that plan throughout that entire race.
Yep. No, it's a crazy division. I know we've raced a couple of them on asphalt, but generally the asphalt street stocks on dirt. Like I've said a lot of times, you guys make it look very easy, but I've tried it. It is not easy. Not to say I'm a great driver, but it's not as simple as you guys make it look. And you were mentioning there that obviously the cars would want to over rotate or get a bit flippy. And I can't remember. I think it wasn't last week because that was Oxford Plains. That's an asphalt track. It might have been the week before. Kokomo. It was Kokomo, was it? Where the cars were just getting up on two wheels constantly. It was sort of pretty much fighting, and it was it's not like the sprints where it's the front two wheels constantly up. It was that right side just wanting to always lift as you're coming around the turns, and I know that was a big issue. So that was sort of a prevalent. If Lincoln was a little bit more banked, that would have been a bit of a problem here tonight too.
Well, during the second feature here. There were a couple guys running middle of the track and the high line making it work pretty good. Working down low where I was, there were just too many drivers in the way. Couldn't really get a good run there. But middle of the track and high, those guys were making it work.
No, they definitely, and it's been like that for the last week and a half now. like the first and second, obviously, we've seen a few different guys get that run here tonight, and they generally try and run away with it. You guys will not let an opportunity like that slip. But at the same time, uh, that third, fourth, back to that sixth, eighth position is constantly so hard to battle. It's just like whether it's race speed or guys trying to come up from the rear of field due to the inverted starts, things like that. For the last 2 weeks almost, that competition in that midfield has just been insane and great to watch, which is always good, but super challenging. I always say to I've said to Chris that yesterday, where you've almost got to pay the guy 2 cars back a fiver for holding that guy up behind you, because like it's no one can really focus on the car in front of him too much, because you've really got to focus on the guy behind you as well at all times.
Yeah, all these guys are really fast. Times are super close, as you've seen in the practices and the qualifying and stuff like that, even race time. So it is hard to get around some of these guys. I'm pretty new to racing in leagues and stuff like that. Usually it's officials. So I'm having fun here. This is a good time.
Yeah, no, I started off with officials, and when I found leagues, and then found a league that well, basically was the birth of Mud Mules. Yeah, it's such a good feeling to find a good bunch of blokes, and then much like with Yoda Outlaws, like I've been saying with Chris, like can't really identify what it was he was missing, or if he was missing anything, but something about this team up's just it's just reignited him. It's you guys are all sort of uh, you do really well racing off of each other and bouncing off of each other, and it looks like not bouncing as in racing, but you know what I mean, like the ideas and the skills and things like that. That yeah, it was a great pickup for both of you guys. I'm sure your team just gets stronger, and you've reawoken the beast that is Chris Standridge. So no, it's got to be good. It's got to be good to find a league that you can sort of settle into. Yoda Outlaws boys, you came in late in a previous season, and really weren't able to compete for anything, but competed. Showed the guys what you were going to throw at them in the next season, and you've definitely backed that up. Been an awesome team to watch. We better wrap up because I still got to talk to Travis, and we've got the other session of the Shuler Racing Series, the non-wing 410 sprints. I've heard they're a bit of a handful tonight, that track and car combo. Have you done much practice for that?
I will not be running those, no.
You won't know. Yeah. We always say there tends to be one or two that we lose from this race, and gain one or two that we don't have in this one. So we'll see you, I guess, tomorrow night for the Motor International Limited late models. Before we let you go, though, brother, and congratulations on taking out the B main. Friends, family, and sponsors. Who do you want to give a shout out to for making all this possible?
Well, of course, the wife allowing me to race so much throughout the week. Guys at Knuckleheadz, actually Von Mead in particular, he's the one that introduced us to the Knuckleheadz, so appreciate him for that. Of course, my other teammates, Yoda Outlaws, the addition of Chris Standridge has turned out to be really nice, really good, so looking forward to bouncing off ideas between him and us, and building our team up a little bit stronger. So looking forward to the rest of the season.
Awesome, man. Well, look, congratulations. Best of luck with everything else you've got going on. Sorry, you had one more?
Thank you for everything that you do too, Bob.
No, that's I have the easy job. I don't need to be thanked. I just sit here and watch some excellent racing and put it out there to the world. But just don't tell the boys to pay me that, because they might catch on that I'm enjoying it too much. But no, you guys are the talent. You guys put on an awesome show, and are the reason why the people come along and watch. I'm just the fortunate one that puts it out there. All right, we won't see you on the screens next up, so enjoy the rest of your night. Jump in the audience if you can. If not, we'll see you on our screens tomorrow night, my man, and we'll talk soon.
All right, thanks a lot. Take care.
Thank you. All right, that was the B-Main winner, Brett Vanderwood. They're there for Yoda Outlaws. We're just waiting on Travis McDonald for the feature interview. While he's doing that, we'll just flick on over to we'll get the other one starting to load at least. Oh, haven't joined yet. Still waiting on Travis. All right, I'm not sure if we're going to get Travis down for a chat. All right, look, it doesn't look like we're going to get Travis McDonald, so we'll just throw over to the Shuler Racing Series intro, and we'll come back to him if we have the time before the races start.
Fans, welcome to the Shuler Racing Series, where horsepower meets heart and legends are made under the lights. First off, a huge special thanks to the boys at Knuckleheadz for putting this series together, and to Team DWR Dirt Warrior Racing for stepping up as our proud sponsor. Without either of them, this whole show wouldn't be possible. And remember, every lap, every slide job, every door-to-door battle you're about to witness will be called by the one, the only Bob with BobbethTV, the magician with the mic, the voice from the land down under, bringing you every ounce of the action! But before we drop the green, tonight, we remember the man behind the name, the man whose hands turned wrenches like an artist, whose heart beat with the sound of roaring engines, Phil Shuler. This series is for you! May you forever soar above the dirt tracks, riding with the warriors you built for, the racers you believed in, and the sport you loved with everything you had! Race fans, the stage is set, the engines are rumbling, the dirt is ready to fly! This is the Shuler Racing Series, and it's go time! For the sound of thunder and wheels, fuel in his veins, dirt under his heels. Phil Shuler built more than steel and chrome. He built a legacy drivers call home. White knuckle rides on a Saturday night, slide jobs flying under stadium lights. Every boat, every weld, every part he made, built for the brave who ain't afraid. This is the Shuler Racing Series, where legends are born and dreams march to the checkered line. He poured in love, he gave it time. Not just a car, it was a warrior shield, built for battle on that red clay field. Safety first for the bold and the fast, to make sure every driver makes it back. He was the heart, the soul, the spark. Now his legacy races through the dark. This is the Shuler Racing Series, where legends are born and dreams ain't easy. He gave it all for the fearless few, for the ones who drive like they got nothing to lose. Dirt's flying, engines crying, hearts beating loud, feels rotten with them in every lap now. It's more than a race, it's a tribute of flame, and we carry it on in the Shuler name. Presented by Knuckleheadz, we fly that flag. Dirt Warrior Racing's got our backs in the pack. BobbethTV brings the heat to the screen. It's the wildest show this dirt's ever seen. This is the Shuler Racing Series. It's about love, grit, and white knuckle fury. From pit to podium, it's all fulfilled. It's passion and drive, a racing still. Dirt's flying, tires grinding, we light up the track with feel in our hearts. We ain't ever looking back. This is more than a race, it's a legend in flame, and we'll ride till the end in the Shuler name. Yeah, we ride every turn, every fight, fulfill under the lights.
All right, BobbethTV is live again, and you know what that means. One more episode of Mud Mule TV to come. We are now live over at Lakeland, USA. I haven't changed my racing screen. Whoops, give me 2 moments. Two moments. Shuler Racing Series, there it is. Oh my God, I am so off the target here today. There we go. Knuckleheadz iRacing League at Lakeland, USA. The non-winged 410 sprints. Let's get some race sound on our screens as well. We're here for the Shuler Racing Series, where legends are made and dreams ain't easy. Let's get down to the track for the remainder of practice. Tom Land, 25.24 quick time as we get ready to wrap up practice. Jason Coffey all the way down the other end, 21.651. Just the 9 cars registered for tonight's battle. Tom Land, Mikey Mixter, Travis McDonald, Dawson Potter, Josh Roberts, Matthew Land, Brian Angel, Wayne Bridges, and Jason Coffey. Qualifying is up and live. Tom Land, Matthew Land, Travis McDonald, Dawson Potter, all out there on the track. Wayne Bridges also. So these are the fastest non-wing variety of sprint car. You can drive the 410 cylinder sprint cars. Starts off with the 305s, then you got the 360s, and then the 410s. These are the 410s now. Tom Land 21.501 at 3, the quick time on the board. Currently riding along with our previous race winner, Travis McDonald. We didn't get a chance to speak to him just due to the time frame. So we'll see how he goes. But Wayne Bridges, Matthew Land, Dawson Potter getting their times on the board. 22.312, 22.378, and 22.416 respectively. 21 time. Very hard to achieve there. Travis McDonald does do it though. 21.729 before putting that sprint car into the wall. Where do we have cars on the screen? There's people qualifying. Why we not see them? Sure, what my camera. There we go. It's been a pain in the ass apparently. Okay, Sammy McLean says Tom needs to slow down. Yeah, 21.315 is a pretty damn quick time. 21.608 and 21.729 aren't too bad themselves, but they're not 21.3. Josh Roberts says, sorry in advance for this session. This combo is hard. I did see some of the advice given in the chat earlier today. Let off early and use the brakes like a controlled drift into the corner. It's going to be a tough one with the long straightaways. And to just try to help you guys out, that is, I believe that was Kent actually. Casey McLean giving the advice in the Discord. But yeah, USA International Speedway, quite a long straightaway. So you will build a lot of speed before you try and set for those turns. Ken, you're officially done making car and track combo. This is the Shuler Racing Series, so wouldn't this one have been put together by Chad? Or did the boys help him with the layout? This one wasn't me, long. All right, looks like we've got 7 that have qualified with about a minute remaining. We're still waiting on Josh Roberts and Mikey Mixter to try and put some times in. Chad sponsors it, but Ken puts them together. I'd say Josh and Mikey may have hit the wall in their qualifying runs and not able to lock in at those times, which means we have 2 heats to come. Inside line heat will be decided. Heat 1 will decide the inside line. That was so backwards, Bob. Heat 2 will decide the outside line. This one's going to be Tom Landon, Travis McDonald on that front row, Wayne Bridges and Brian Angel second row, Mikey Mixter back there on that third and final row. Oh, Mike Davis, thank you for the share, Mad Dog. Appreciate you, brother. Eight laps of USA International Speedway. That's a bit of an extended heat, considering. I mean, these cars are quick, but big track, tough one as well. So 8 laps. Whoa, ask John. It's not how you recruit him, KC. Just tell Josh that if he was on the team, he could help you make better decisions. Fair Motorsports, I mean, not the Knuckleheadz team. Alright, backstretch run into 3 and 4. We'll go get this one underway. This is going to be a very interesting round of the Shuler Racing Series. Normally 14 sprints here at USA International Speedway. Some of these sprint cars may achieve flight, may achieve takeoff before they get to the end of these straightaways. Let's wait and see. Brian Angel, the remainder of the field. Tom Land, no slouch in a sprint car though. All caution is out. Let's see where that one came from though. Doesn't sound the telemetry. Got some stuff afterwards, but you can never trust the after yellow. So we'll just reset the starting cams and we'll line back up. Bit of a shorter heat race because most will be under yellow flag. All right, the line back up. Tom Land, Travis McDonald, front row. Wayne Bridges, Brian Angel, second row. Mike Mixter back on that third row. Pace truck will leave the track this lap. We'll get this one restarted. It'll be lap 4 of 8. Still 4 laps to come after this one, after the start. Oh, I thought we were going to get it going that time around, but nope, one more round, so it looks like it'll be lap 5 of 8, so 4 to go. So the first half of this heat race in the bag is going to be half a heat race remaining. 4 laps here at USA International Speedway, though still a decent amount of race. Heat 1 still to come. We'll conclude. We go, pace truck leaving the track, we're going to get this one back under racing conditions. Tom Land, Travis McDonald, Tom cuts across Travis's nose a little bit there with that slider. No issues with contact though. Does look like there was a bit of an issue back there at the rear of the field. Brian Angel, Wayne Bridges. Doesn't appear that yellow's been a call. We're going to race this one on. 6 of 8, 3 to go. Oh, it looks like Tom Land crashed up into the wall there. Might have been a few crashes. Oh, this is the thing off the start. Brian Angel and Wayne Bridges. A bit of contact there that sent Brian up into the wall. Landed on his wheels, kept it going. That's possibly why that yellow flag didn't come out. And it looked like Wayne conceded the spot. This is the caution though that brought the crash that brought out the caution. Wayne, sorry, a race leader Tom Land racing his way down the turns. Says, but it just drifted a bit up the track as he was coming around that right rear, hitting the wall, sending him over. Tom Land in the pits. Forecast is still on the field. Travis McDonald, Mikey Mixter, Brian Angel, Wayne Bridges. This one has been a tough one. I imagine the feature is going to be the same. Do we have... where do I see it? Place so yeah, 15 lap content and a 30 laps feature. So the boys still got a fair amount of racing to come. I mean, yeah, that's what I was just like, I'm going to suss that out. 15 lap Consi still to come for these boys. Fortunately, these 5 get a rest after this. We've still got heat 2 yet to come. single file. Travis McDonald, Mike Mr. Brian Angel, Wayne Bridges, Tom Land, the other T sounding name in this round. Currently at the pits. So this one's going to extend out to a 10-lap green-white checkered finish. Hoping we might see Tom Land sort of roll out from the pits as the boys come by, but alas, not happening. Those trucks to the left of the track, Tom Land. Oh, they had the wave around, so it was going to keep that run and just get up and around the guys, and the race starts. This is going to be interesting. Travis McDonald, Mikey Mixter battling it out for 1 and 2. Big battle. Oh, Mikey gets up into the wall a little bit there. Nothing too bad. Doesn't come to a stop. But we're going to get to the white flag lap here. We will have a finish as Travis McDonald comes around for the last time. What we thought was going to be a long heat race of 8 laps has turned into an 11-lap heat race. Not going to lie, I was going to change it, but it was a little late though. Look, take the good with the bad. Oh my God, Travis McDonald get an ambulance on the track. Wow. Heat 1 is officially done. Only one more heat race left to go for tonight. That will be Heat 2 coming up very soon. Just waiting for the Heat 1 results. Making sure I hadn't quit. Cut. There we go. Heat 1's results finally available. Tom Land out. So I don't know if he's completely retired for the race, or if he's just out of the heat. But Tom Land Motorwear International finishes in 5th place. Wayne Bridges from Wayne's World Racing Series in 4th. Beauty Outlaws Brian Angel 3rd. Michael Mixter 2nd. Travis McDonald though taking out the Heat 1 win. Our grid for Heat 2 though is going to be Jason Coffey and Dawson Potter on that front row. This is the final cams. There we go. And Matthew Land and Josh Roberts on that second and final row. Cars that registered, may just be 8 for the feature. Still got a Consi yet to come. I imagine the top 2, the heats 1 and 2 winners, won't be in the consolation race, but I'll have to wait and see how that's been set up. Might be a numbers game. Right, off we go. Heat 2, the Shuler Racing Series underway here at USA International Speedway. Jason Coffey, Dawson Potter, Matthew Lander, Josh Roberts. Dawson running a very quick line there, a little bit different to what Jason Coffey's running, so they sort of counter each other midway through it. Oh, we are 3 wide for the lead there. Dawson Potter's going to go through the middle as Jason Coffey and Matthew Land high five and smash into each other and bring out our first caution of heat 2. What a race. That was pretty competitive for a bit there. Over to the restart cam, Bob. Let's try that. Currently line up single file Dawson Potter, Josh Roberts, Jason Coffey, Matthew Land. Stroke leading the track here, is it? No, it doesn't look like it. So they are double wide, so it looks like we're going to get this one going in just a moment. Dawson Potter and Josh Roberts front row, Jason Coffey and Matthew Land second row. Here's the pace truck. Barney will wave the green flag in just a moment. We'll get this one going at the start finish line. Here we go. Lap 7 of 8. No extending of the heat race just yet. Josh Roberts off to a great start there. Dawson Potter in second, Matthew Land third. Oh, Josh getting a bit loose there. Up into the wall. Dawson Potter's going to retake that lead. Matthew Land second at the moment. White flag is being waved, so we're going to have a finish here. Can Dawson Potter hold on and get a front row start here tonight? Matthew Land, no slouch in the sprint cars either, so he could have a little bit of challenge there from Josh Roberts. Jason Coffey, though, that will hold him off. Oh, as he, that's Josh Roberts, I believe, up into that wall. Dawson Potter fends off Matthew Land's run at him for a victory in heat 2. Can't park there, Josh. Just waiting for the Heat 2 official results to come up. Not a lot of cars to go through, so we can just go off the leaderboard, but it just looks pretty. There we go. J&J Motorsports, Josh Roberts in at 4th. RCI's Jason Coffey 3rd. Motor International with Matthew Land 2nd. But KHR's very own Dawson Potter taking out the Heat 2 victory as we head on over to the grid for our Consi battle. It is going to be a 5-car race. Brian Angel and Jason Coffey on that front row. Wayne Bridges, Josh Roberts 2nd row. Tom Land on that 3rd row. Starting order for the feature race. For the 2nd row and back will be decided with this battle. Maybe it's 3rd row back. Maybe it's the first 2 rows that have gone through. On those cars with the lean to the left. Look at that. Laps before we get to our main event, which I believe it's what 20. What did they do? 25 laps, 30 laps feature. These 5 guys will race 45 laps of Green Flag feature racing when it's all said and done. The boys already gone through, only 30 more laps for them to race before we get to the Motor International Limited Late Models of tomorrow night, the end of the racing week for the Knuckleheadz iRacing League, exclusively on Mudmule TV, courtesy of BobbethTV, YouTube, Facebook and Twitch. We are off and racing. As Jason Coffey gets a little loose there. Brian Angel will take over the race lead. Looks like Josh Roberts back there in 5th, getting a little bit loose with the middle field. Jason Coffey and Tom Land just ahead of him. This is BobbethTV. I'll be back in just one moment. Lap 4 of 15. Brian Angel still our race leader. Tom Land in 2nd. There's Wayne Bridges 3rd. So Jason Coffey back there in 4th with Josh Roberts a little bit further off the field in 5th. Someone sponsored Josh some new tyres, says Tim Brown. Run him down, Wayne, says KC. Something Vicky pointed out the other week that I kind of noticed, but it didn't occur to me what was going on. But Brian Angel proudly repping the Shuler logo on his sprint car. Looks like Josh Roberts had a crash, but got himself off to the pits before the yellow flag has come out. Nope, yellow flag has come out. the halfway mark, so sort of a competitive caution. Jim Brad, thanks for the like, brother. Appreciate you tuning in too, man. Thank you. Obviously here to finger quotes in the air, cheer on Josh Roberts. Five cars back in this race. Brian Angel, Tom Lamb will be the front row. Wayne Bridges, Jason Coffey second. Josh Roberts is going to be that third and final row. It's going to be lap 10 of 15. 6 still to come once we get this constellation race back underway. Racing again, lap 10 of 15. Tom Lamb, Brian Angel, Wayne Bridges, Jason Coffey, Josh Roberts. Oh, Tom Lamb getting very angled in that run there. Brian Andrew coming up on him. Wayne Bridges is trying to defend from Josh Roberts with Jason Coffey back in fifth. Laps to go, 12th lap, still 3 after this. That is the 30 lap main event. This will decide their starting order in that feature race. Right now though, Tom Land, our race leader, Brian Angel, that man there on our screens in second, with Wayne Bridges third, Josh Roberts there in fourth. Might see Jason Coffey just back at the rear of the field a little bit there. Go track map, you can see, oh, Wayne Bridges up into the wall there. Has he damaged the sprint car? No, he's kept it green. Josh Roberts now second and third. Coffey jumps to the pits. Flag lap. Tom Land is going to secure the 15 lap Cruisey race before we get into our 30 lap main event as he comes through 3 and 4 for that last time. Starting to wave that checkered flag, and there it is. Motor International 91 gets the victory. RCI's Jason Coffey 5th. In 4th, JJ Motorsports Josh Roberts as the fireworks fire up. Wayne Bridges in 3rd. Yoda Outlaws Brian Angel 2nd. Motor International's Tom Lando wins the Consi battle. That means our grid is as follows. Oh, let's just check the points. Pretty sure no one's here that needs to go to rear of field tonight. We got Travis McDonald and Kent McLean. So maybe Travis to the rear of field. If that's the case, Mikey Mixter's going to move up the front row with Dawson Potter. Second row is going to be Tom Land and Matthew Land, father and son. Wayne Bridges and Brian Angel on that third row. Fourth row, Jason Coffey, Josh Roberts. Fifth row is going to be Travis McDonald. Very interesting field lineup here today with Dawson Potter, Mikey Mixter front row. The Lands on that second row. Wayne Bridges, Brian Angel third row. Jason Coffey, Josh Roberts fourth. And Travis McDonald back down that fifth row. This is going to be fun. As I say, drivers generally don't let these opportunities slip. And that is quite the top 5 right there. It's going to be hard to keep the cars off of each other though. That is going to be the biggest goal. Pulled a plug wire off Travis's car when he wasn't looking. Let's hope he hasn't put it back on yet. Off and racing as we come through 1 and 2 for the first time. They're pretty well spread out. Dawson Potter and Tom Land, I think that was, battling it out for second and third. Dawson held himself quite well, actually. Oh, Mikey Mixter into the wall. He's going to spin himself out while he has the race lead. Dawson Potter in second's going to get cleaned up. First caution of the night. Tom Land is going to move into our new race lead. How's it possible Travis McDonald's on? There's no way he's in second or third already. I know he's going to let all these cars by, I reckon. Maybe? I don't know. What the heck? There we go. Yeah. Following well back down that field. Travis McDonald getting back to that rear field will reset the starting order, with the exception of those front 2 cars of Dawson Potter and Jason Coffey? No, Mikey Mixter, sorry. Alright, we're getting this lined back up against. It's going to be Tom and Matthew Land, front row, father and son. Motor International well represented. Front row, Wayne Bridges, Brian Angel second, Jason Coffey and Josh Roberts third row, fourth row from Travis McDonald, Dawson Potter. Mikey Mixter will be on that fifth and final row. Alright, off we go, and racing, Tom Land, Matthew Land, well, no, Tom Land, Wayne Bridges, Matthew Land, Jason Coffey, Brian Angel, or Brian Angel, Jason Coffey, as they battle it out. Lap 3 of 30. Tom Land, our race leader. Wayne Bridges, Matthew Land as our caution comes out. So it's the 107 Jason Coffey, the red and blue sprint car there. Okay. We have rotates here in the slick. No. No, he didn't crash at all. That's weird. Alright, we'll just reset and get that one all lined back up. Tom Land, Matthew Land still the front row. It's going to be Wayne Bridges and Travis McDonald. We're used to seeing those two side by side in feature races of the past. On the second row, third row, Brian Angel and Josh Roberts. Jason Coffey, Mikey Mixter, fourth row. And fifth row will be Dawson Potter. I'll get it right in a moment. Tom can keep it off the wall. He should have this one in the bag. Then, yeah, it seems to be, that doesn't seem to be as easy as it says, as you think it would be. These cars drifting up the track on exit a lot, or if you turn them down, they would come right down a lot quicker off the line than you expect. So a little bit tricky here tonight, the 410 non-wings. This is the Shuler Racing Series for the Knuckleheadz iRacing League. A race to get himself up as close to that starting position as possible. Has managed to race his way into the race lead after Mikey Mixter and Dawson Potter had a 1-2 crash early at the start. As we get this one back underway, lap 4 of 30. Racing off to a great lead there, almost a second lead over Travis McDonald and son Matthew Land. Josh Roberts and Wayne Bridges back there in 4th and 5th. Josh trying to keep that sprint car straight. Brian Angel. Oof, the 92 and the 091. Wayne Bridges, Matthew Land coming into contact there. Let's bring out our latest caution. I knew this one was going to be a little messy in that respect. Wayne Bridge is currently in the pit lane, lap 6 of 30. That looks like it'll be 6 of 30 when we get the restart going. 25 laps to go in this 30 lap main event. Just single file, so it could be a single file restart with Tom Lamb, Travis McDonald, Josh Roberts, Brian Angel, Mike Mix to the 5, Jason Coffey, Dawson Potter, Matthew Land, Wayne Bridges 6 to 9. Wait and see if Pace Truck leaves the track this time around, or if they go one more time around. They've done 4 laps, or 3. No, this will be their 4th. Yeah, wasn't the right count. Pace Truck has the left track single file restart, lap 6 of 30 underway, 25 still to come. Tom Land, Travis McDonald, Josh Roberts, Brian Angel, Mikey Mixer, Jason Coffey, Dawson Potter, Matthew Land, Wayne Bridges is our 9-car field. Josh Roberts there, Travis McDonald up there in second. Great view from Josh's car there. Brian Angel battling it out for 4th bid behind Josh Roberts. Brian Angel with the low line, Mikey mixed to high line, but caution out. Looks like Matthew Land unfortunately crashing there. Let's have a look. Machine. Oh, just caught right up on Jason Coffey. I'm not sure, maybe he thought he was going to set, he was going to have time to keep running there, but just gets the direct contact. Alright, looks like Jason Coffey retired. Matthew Land in the pits. Just 7 cars out on that track. Tom Land, Travis McDonald, Josh Roberts, Mikey Mixter, Brian Angel, Dawson Potter, and Wayne Bridges. This one had been a tough round. USA International Speedway, the non-win 14 sprint. This is the Shuler Racing Series. Of course, legend. Where the tagline: "Where legends are made and dreams ain't easy, never truer." At this track. Matthew Lane back out on that track. So 8 cars are now on the field. Jason Coffey watching from the truck. Oh, gee, already a bit of a yawn. Oh. Tom Land, Travis McDonald, Josh Roberts, Mikey Mixter, Brian Angel, Dawson Potter, Wayne Bridges, and Matthew Land. That's the 8-car field as we get our 9th of 30 laps underway here. Shuler Racing Series 9-14 sprint at USA International Speedway. Almost a third of the way into this feature race, and looks like the guy's starting to settle in with a bit of race speed and real estate. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, almost at the halfway mark, 12 of 30 in. It's the 13th lap about to start as Tom Land gets that start-finish line. Travis McDonald currently 2nd with Josh Roberts 3rd. Brian Angel and Mikey Mixter 4th and 5th. Looks like Dawson Potter, Matthew Land, Wayne Bridges 6, 7 and 8. As we do have a caution coming out. Looks like I'm going to Matthew Land, Wayne Bridges. Oh, a bit hiccups now. There's Matthew Land, the 091. He's behind him. So I'd say Matthew crashes, Wayne gets into him. Yeah, look at that. Matthew spins out and bounces off that wall just back down into Wayne's trajectory into his path. And there's a collision. Bring out our latest caution. The caution count tonight for the feature race has been, let's have a look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So only 5, considering the battles and stuff. I guess we would have assumed more. But yeah. Oh, we're still on the replay screen, Bob. Let's get to the live screen. 14 of 30 when we get this one back underway. Still 17 laps to go. Not quite the halfway mark yet for Tom Land, Travis McDonald, Josh Roberts, and Brian Angel, the 4. Then with the 5 to 8, Mikey Mixstat, Dawson, Potter, Matthew Land, and Wayne Bridges. Jason Coffey scored in 9th, but has retired. As we get this one started, Brian Angel off like a rocket, went down low to try and hold on to it. Barely did. That was like a fucking Bronco. Been watching a bit of Yellowstone lately, so good analogy, Bob. Travis McDonald, Josh Roberts, the 1, 2, and 3 here. Brian Andrew, Dawson, Potter, 4th and 5th. Mikey Mixter in 6th. I think Wayne Bridges wasn't that far back off that pack either, with Matthew Land behind him. All right, 15 remain, the halfway mark of this race in. Shot on the front right of Dawson Potter's non-wing 410 sprint, as we see Brian Angel up ahead of him in 4th place. Oh no, the 88, Travis McDonald up into the wall, up into the safety barrier, flips him over. Doesn't quite land on his wheels, unfortunately. Alright, while we reset, just check the boss one. Alright. Nope, looks like that is Tom Land heading on. No, Matthew, sorry, Land heading on into the pits. Get some repairs done. He'll drop back to about 8th spot for that. As Wayne Bridges comes around the back of the field. Almost. Sorry, that's Travis McDonald. Almost collects Wayne Bridges. Other way around, Bob. Oh, just jumped the boss. We are back and racing. Still 12 laps to go. Lap 19 of 30. Or 11, sorry. Laps to go now. 21 of 30. 22.848 for Tom Land. Travis McDonald 22.798. Alright, there's been a caution out in the dying stages of this race. Alright, let's have a look here. Tom Land coming out of 2 down the back stretch Oh, Tom, that was our race leader. What the heck? Into 3 and 4, and just smashes that. Like KC said, if Tom can keep it off the wall, he should have this one in the bag. Not able to keep it off the wall, unfortunately. Angel currently in the pit. Our new race order is going to be Josh Roberts, Travis McDonald, Dawson Potter, Mikey Mixter, Matthew Land, Tom Land, Wayne Bridges, Brian Angel in the pit. Jason Coffey has retired. This car's extremely hard to drive in my opinion. I think, yeah. There was a bit of a heads up coming in to tonight's race in the Discord. And look, I know personally 410 sprint cars by themselves are a handful. So, like I've always said, I've never understood the Shuler Racing Series. It's like the one thing that makes these cars drivable, wings. We're going to remove those and get you to race. That's just madness in my eyes. Fun. Looks fun, but madness. Josh, Travis, and Dawson battling it for that lead. Like Mr. Tom Land back there behind them. There's Matthew Land and Brian Angel behind those two. Oh, Brian Angel, Matthew Land come into contact. They keep it straight. Oh, they did, but brought Matthew Land up into the wall. Not able to get it going forward again before the yellow flag comes out. Gonna be 6 remaining when we get this one back started under green light. Super restart with Josh Roberts at the front of this 8-car line. Travis McDonald, Dawson Potter, Mikey Mixter behind him. Tom Land, Brian Angel, Wayne Bridges and Matthew Land behind them. This truck's going to leave the track here. The boy's going to get the 24th lap underway. Oh, no we're not. Tom Land is going to skate along his roof as he comes into contact with the outer wall. Move off of restart cam, so we'll just sit here and await the lineup again. be on this bit posting that we're live. Okay. Alright, looks like we're going to get this one going very soon. Down this backstretch into 3 and 4 will come. Race truck will leave the track. We'll get this one back underway. It's going to be 7 cars on the track. Tom Land's still in the pits. Josh Roberts will be the starter. Travis McDonald behind him still. Dawson Potter, Mikey Mix and Brian Angel. That top 5 has not changed. Wayne Bridges and Matthew Land in 6th and 7th. Tom Land in the pits, scored in 8th currently. So Tom trying to get back out in time for the start. He does. So 8 cars back on the field. 6 laps remain. Dawson Potter and Travis McDonald really having a heated battle for 2nd and 3rd there. Travis really liked to be competing with Josh Roberts for 1st and 2nd, but Dawson not letting up at all. The Cookie Monster just really all over it. Oh, here comes the Shuler 7. Brian Angel, he came up on them quick. 7 of 30, just 4 to go. Oh, Brian Angel trying to stay down low to cut off a lot of that track to keep the speed, but didn't quite do it. As we ride along with the side of Dawson Potter, jumps back to Mikey Mixer's machine to 4th place. There's the top 3 up ahead. Brian Angel, though, coming up on Mikey Mixer. A lot of that's so good watching some of these one-on-one battles. Alright, we've got 2 to go, so we're going to jump up to Josh and Travis in the race lead. As we ride along with Josh Roberts and get a good view of him heading down the USA International Speedway, trying to keep that sprint car straight. That is no easy task as the caution comes out. We're going to have a green-white check and finish, it looks like. Dawson, or was it Tom Land that crashed? There's 2 crashes on the road, so Dawson's. No, it was Dawson, that's what I thought. Unfortunate. Not on the live screen, Bob. What are you doing? Alright, the Shuler Racing Series non-wing 410 sprints here at USA International Speedway are coming to an eventual close here. 40 minutes of main event racing time allocated. We're at about 33 and a half right now. Still enough time to get the last 2 laps in, but we're bringing it close. Can Josh Roberts hold on? He was the first one to warn us. He was sorry in advance of this session. This combo is hard, but it looks like Josh is coming right when it counts. Travis McDonald's going to maybe give him one last run at it. We'll have to see. In fact, just straight to this cam. We won't do the normal static restart cams. This one's going to be better because it'll show the start and the last 2 laps. We're going to stick with the front field here. green white checkered start here. Josh Roberts, Travis McDonald, Brian Angel, Wayne Bridges, Matthew Land and Tom Land, Dawson Potter, Mikey mixed to the 8-car field, still on the track. Jason Coffey finishes in 9th spot. As we are 3 wide for that race lead. Josh Roberts, Travis McDonald, Brian Angel for a moment there as they were coming through that turn. We give it like a staggered track and field run though. Lane choice matters, and Josh Roberts has got that lane choice running with the white flag lap. Travis McDonald and Brian Angel side by side still as they battle it out for 2nd and 3rd. Come out of 4 for the last time. They're going to race that start-finish line. Josh Roberts is going to hang on, and he will take out the main event here of the Shuler Racing Series non-wing 410 Sprints USA International Speedway. All right, let's go over to our results. They update, come on. Oh, there we go. Excuse me. All right. RCI's at Jason at Coffee takes out 9th spot. Mikey Mixture in 8th. KHR's very own Dawson Potter. KHR's very own Dawson Potter in 7th. Motor International Matthew Land 6th. Wayne Bridges from Wayne's Racing, Wayne World Racing at a series in 5th. Motor International's Tom Land in 4th. Yoda Outlaws Brian Angel 3rd. My voice is starting to go a bit. All right, sorry about that. Yoda Outlaws Brian Angel 3rd. Travis McDonald 2nd. And Josh Roberts, JJ Motorsports driver in 1st. Tim Brown in the chat. Good to see Josh got that tyre and car sponsor. But sorry about the plug wire. Travis got the job done for us, though, Tim. Thank you. All right, let's jump over to the Discord. I don't know how you guys do it. Let's start with congratulations first. But one, yeah, that obviously just looking at the thing on paper, 410 non-wing sprint cars, USA International Speedway. That is not a combo you want to see on a schedule. Yet, as tough as that looked out there, damn, you guys made it look racy.
All I know is I can breathe now.
There's nothing better than finishing a race and then sort of just going, actually, when did I stop? When did I hold that? Like you don't realize that you sort of, it's like you only know you were holding it because you exhale and you go, oh yeah, I was like, your knuckles are like that bone white shade of a color and yeah, it's that was intense. Fortunate enough not have to race in the Conti, the 15 lap Conti. Some of these guys had to do at least 45 green flag laps, and that is just a tough combo. But Travis McDonald, he really put it to you. Some of the other guys, Tom Land was up there for a bit. I think Mikey Mixture, Dawson Potter at the start of the race, looking like they were going to be the two that were going to be the ones that had to be beat. Did the cars click for you, or did you just manage to hold on?
No. Earlier, I typically hardly ever get to run Monday night races. I saw that I was going to be able to race them, so I looked at the schedule to see what kind of cars. Obviously, I'm not a big sprint car guy, so you definitely take the wing off, and then it's like game over for me. So I can actually hit the corner. But yeah, spun out in qualifying, didn't get a second lap in. Got into the heat race, obliterated it, sucked it up. Got into the Conti, sucked it up. Got into the feature, and I told everybody right before we went, I was like, I'm just trying not to cause a caution. And I kid you not, it was just one of those ordeals where I just kept dodging bullets and not causing cautions, worked my way up, got to a 3rd. And really between Tom and Travis, those guys had it in the bag. Especially Tom. Like when I was in second running with him, I mean, I think he had a 2 or 3 second lead on me.
He
All he
was
had to
out
do
there.
was coast about
Yeah.
50. Yeah, and it's one of those ordeals where you're rather you be lucky than good any day.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
then all those cautions kept coming out when I was leading. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. But it kind of helped because Travis said he was struggling big time on the restarts. So I think I was able to get a gap to kind of hone in on getting the car back under me because like you said at the beginning of this, man, this is a tough car and track combo.
Yeah.
This is not for the beginner friendly, and that's to say, because I've been doing this for a while, and if you spend almost an hour and you can't make one one corner, I was contemplating deleting the game. Like I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
about it, you
Yep,
know.
yep.
But it was more of those ordeals where I was just trying to stay out of trouble. I really had no intentions of winning this thing, and it just happened to be for me. So I'll take it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, look, I mean, not to sort of drive the stake in a little bit on the guy, but the Shuler Racing Series, obviously, Chad Puttable, a big part of that. And he, not a good night for him last night. And I know he's having a little bit of a beat himself up moment in that, where it's like you're taking a bit too hard on yourself, and we've all done it, and it's easy to do, but yeah, this combo. If you haven't come out of this race at least hating some of it, yeah, what were you doing out there? Because yeah, it's just that's insane. I do like USA International. I'm a bit of a sadist in that point, in that I do quite well with the street stocks here, the dirt street stocks. But I've since the inception of the Shuler series, I've loved it. I've loved watching it. But I've always said, not to go down on the series, but the whole point of sprint cars are the wings are what make them aerodynamic and drivable. So to take them off and race a full series with all those different variety, that just seems madness to me. But yeah, like I say, you've not so much made it look easy tonight, but geez, you made it look racy and competitive, and it was kind of like track and field. I called that towards the end there, like you guys. It was you, Travis, and Brian coming through the turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, where it was sort of the opposite. Normally in track and field, it's the guy on the inside lanes that has the sort of can come into the turns last but exit first because he's got the shorter run. Whereas you had that high line build up, and you just guys would come through the apex of the turn side by side by side, and then you'd break back into that 1, 2, 3 sort of run, and it was tough. It looked like the three of you sort of just committed to your lines and went, let's just see how this plays out. And oh man, it was fun. But Tom Land, speaking of him, yeah, he Kent called it in the chat. If he could keep the bum off the wall, he had it in the bag. Unfortunately, that was what sent him to the rear field. But for him to make it back to fourth place by the end of that race, that is insane. You have to think one or two less cautions, and that top three could have been a very, very different battle for you.
Oh yeah, 100%. And like I said, I knew going in that Tom would be the one, and Travis obviously would. Those are the two guys that make these cars look easy. However, those guys make mistakes, and I capitalized when I could. But yeah, like it really was Tom's race in the bag. Nothing to take away from me taking the win, but man, it was I just stayed out of the wall and stayed out of cars, which I did get Jason at the beginning, and I apologize big time because it's funny because like you can race 4 or 5 laps in these cars and be perfectly fine, and then the 5th lap it's like it wants to do what it wants to do. And that's kind of what happened early in the race with me and Jason. I'm riding just outside of him, and next thing you know, my car just shoots all the way down on him. I'm like, what in the world? So no, for me, like I said, to come out and race sprint cars, and then you take the wing off, and then you get to give me the win in it, then dude, I have to be cheating. There's no way around it. I've hated sprint cars ever since I've downloaded this simulator, and you can ask all the OGs from way back in the day. I just hate sprint cars. I cannot figure out what to do, and then you get me out here winning a freaking race. So, buddy, I'm just lucky.
It's the old slot machine effect. It's like let's give him a big win so he thinks that these are all right. He'll give him a bit more of a shot, and then the pain really sets in when you
Well,
do.
I was even telling Travis with 2 to go, I was like, this is yours, dude. and I know like he had, so I even put my restrictor down all the way to .9,
Yeah.
and I know those guys were running full, so I knew on the stretches they had the motor, I didn't. That was just to keep me from spinning out. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those ordeals where my tires just held true. I wanted to run Highline, but I set the car up wherever it went, then I kind of just went with it. It's not like I was running a specific line; it was just stay off the wall. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Motor International Limited late models tomorrow night. Last race of the racing week, Port Royal Speedway. Will we see you out on the track for that one?
Yeah, as of right now, I'm planning on it, unless something crazy happens, which
Yeah.
you know me, it could. I don't know, but
Knock
no, as
wood.
of right
Yep.
now, I'm
Yep.
planning on it.
No, you never say never on either side of that fence, really. No, well, awesome to have you out here tonight. And yeah, like I said, as I was coming into the interview, it was you were the first person sort of to call it out in the chat. This one is going to be a messy one, and look, I think overall we've had probably races with more cautions than what we had tonight. We had what? Let's have a look. We had a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11 ultimately in that 30 lap feature race. I feel like there's been a couple of Cedar Lakes and things like that have been quite cautious as well. But I think, like we say, say something like Glenville, you sort of have an over under on cautions coming into a race and non wing 410 sprints. I think you'd be safe to, just with those cars alone, add 3 or 4 cautions as an over under. And then you were saying International Speedway as well, probably a couple. So realistically, not that many unexpected cautions in the race, a couple of late ones that sort of kept you on your toes. But other than that, you held on unexpectedly. I think that was going to be the key tonight. Was just going to be not being able to overdrive or overthink it because you have no idea what's going on anyway, and that was what got you there. So, like you say, you'd rather be lucky than good. So, congratulations, Josh. Friends, family, sponsors. Who do you need to give a shout out to for getting you here?
Oh, always love. Like I said, I can't do this without her doing her thing. So, uh, thank her, and thank all of our sponsors that come on board and help us this sucker out. Thank you for your broadcast, and then a big props to all the guys. I know really both races tonight, and that's another thing. Both of these races were kind of tricky. It was kind
Oh
of
yeah.
tricky running both races. But I swear in the Discord we were cutting up. I mean, this is the most I've ever laughed in a race. So thanks for all the guys that weathered it out. I know I can't say much because I hardly get the races, but no, it's we knew going in it was going to be a tough race, but those guys made it true and slung some dirt with us. Now I've officially got a win and 410 non-wing, so I'll probably won't ever race these cars
I was going
again.
to say, yeah, that's pretty,
I one and done.
peak right there,
No.
and lock it in.
Yeah, for sure. No, and Travis, this guy or this group of guys that we got, I mean, we hardly hide any secrets. Like if I'm in a car and I'm comfortable with or nobody asks me, I'll tell them.
Yeah.
Travis done the same thing. He's like, man, do this. It tightens it up, makes us feel better. I done it, and it was a whole new difference. Now, granted, I mean, I kind of beat him with his own tricks, but it is what it is. So, but I'll tip my hat off to him, for giving me the intel because I don't know nothing about sprint cars. I just know that the tires are a little fat and they're wompious and too much horsepower for me. So,
Yeah. Couldn't have said it
but no,
better.
that's about it. Yeah. So hopefully we can, I've been in a little bug myself. I started out hot and then I've kind of dwindled back, and hopefully this is the beginning of, finishing out the season strong because we're already in the process of gearing up for next year and
Yeah,
throwing a little twist to some of our racing. So hopefully, every season we put together is a little different. So hopefully next season's just a little bit different. But from what I can tell, the points championships are starting to look pretty daggone good, and it might come down to the final, which that's what we want. Us as admins when we
yes.
put these schedules together, and plus on your end
Yeah.
calling them,
Oh, even more
it's not
so,
like
yeah.
yeah. So, but no, it's hats off to all the guys. We can't do it without them. And I will say that till my last breath. So other than that, that's about it. And I'll take my win, and I'll go sleeping with smiles on my face.
That's it. Bragging rights for the week at least. Well, congratulations, man. We'll see you on the screens tomorrow night. We'll have you back in the booth anytime we can. That last part, obviously, up to you. But I'm sure it won't be too long between visits, man. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. All right, that was Josh Roberts, our winner here tonight. So as you heard there, one more race to go tomorrow morning, Australian time 11:30. The Port Royal round of the Motor International Limited late models. That one we have 3 EOLs potentially. Travis McDonald with the points that lead on 75, as well as Chris Standridge and Dawson Potter picking up the victories in their feature races. So that's going to be an interesting one. So join in tomorrow for that. All right, thank you guys and girls for tuning in. Thank you to Brian Angel Sr., Tim Brown, KC McLean, Josh Roberts. Let me just scroll up the chat. Who else was here? I think that was it in that front. Sean Green for the likes, Tim Brown, Mike Davis, Sip Chat Play for the resub, Dawson Potter, Brian Angel, again, Josh Roberts. Thank you so much. All right, guys, girls, that's us for another broadcast. We'll be back again tomorrow to wrap up the racing week. But until then, you know the drill. Love yous all. My name's Bob. Boy.